What's up guys, it's Dallas here, and today we are back for another XXXTentacion tutorial. In this video we are going to continue to work on where we left off last time, and believe it or not, I've already done this video. Recorded it and completely butchered everything. The way I did it was hard to explain and I messed up completely, so I'm gonna give it another shot this time. Before we start the video, I want to give a thanks to Exotic Gaming for commenting and helping on most recent project and stuff that we're working on. So the first thing we're gonna do this time, make sure I don't mess up, is I'm gonna work at this from a completely different angle and hopefully don't mess up this time. So from the far right side of the pixel art, place light gray concrete powder, then take us clay blocks and place us up to clay blocks on top of light gray concrete powder. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to build over 3 with our light gray concrete powder. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and on top of the far right one we're going to build up we're going to build up 4 on top of the far right one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to place 2 clay blocks on top of it, 1, 2, and then 2 to the left, 1, 2, like this. And then we're going to build underneath the left one, and the left clay we're going to build us a pillar up like this with light gray concrete powder. Next thing we're going to do from there is we are going to go over 5 concrete powder to the right of the concrete powder right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we are going to place us 4 clay blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to place us light gray concrete powder, and then we're going to go 5 clay blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to place us, or we're going to grab us diorite and place the diorite to the right of the clay. And then we're going to place us 5 clay blocks to the right of the diorite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, hold on, let me just double check. Okay, wait. Break the clay. We're gonna go 4 to the right of the diorite. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And then we're gonna go 4 diorite to the right of the clay block. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is gonna be the very end of the build right here. The very so this is one end on this edge, and then there's an end over there. Alright, so we're gonna start from the far right, and then we're going to go all the way over until we're 1 over on top of the clay block. We're then going to place a clay block on the far right, and then we're going to place the diorite all the way to the end again, and then we're going to place us 3 to the left of it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to go 2 to the left, 1, 2, and then up 1 on the far left. And then places diorite on top of the clay blocks like that. Next thing we're going to do is from this little light gray concrete powder we put right here, we're going to place us 1 on top of it, 1 to the right, and then we're going to place us a clay block to the far right. So that's 1, 2, and then a clay block, and then we're going to start from the clay block 1 light gray concrete powder, and then 1 to the left, and then we're going to do another layer on top of it, 1, 2. And then on top of the right light gray concrete powder, we're going to go up to 1, 2 with light gray concrete powder. Alright, next thing we're going to do from here is we're going to right the diorite that we built up right here. We're going to place us 2 clay blocks to the right, so 1, 2, and then place us 4 diorite to the right of the clay block, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Underneath the last 2, we're going to place this 1, 2 right here. And then we're going to place us clay blocks to the right of the diorite right here. So 1, 2. And then place us diorite to the right of the clay blocks. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we're going to go from the diorite all the way over to the left on top of the diorite on the left. Alright, next thing we're going to do from there is we're going to build up 2 on the far left of the door right we built right here. 1, 2. And then we're going to go to the left of it twice. 1, 2 at the very bottom. And then we're going to go another 2 on top. And then in the middle, we're going to go up 1 like this. To the right of what we just built, we're going to place 2 clay blocks. 1, 2. And then 1 to the right at the very bottom. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our door right again, and we're going to go all the way to the edge of the build and then all the way back like that. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to over here to the far left on the edge right here, and to the right of the birchwood logs we are going to place this up 3 on top of the door right clay blocks. 1, 2, 3, and then place this clay block upright diagonal like this. And then next thing we're going to do from here is we are going to go on top of the door right all the way up here, and we go 3 to the right of the polished door right. 1, 2, 3, and then from the door right we're going to build up to the one that we just did out 3 to. On the very right we're going to place this 1 of the on the right of the 3, and then we're going to go up to in the middle right there. And then next thing we're going to do from there is I'm trying to be careful now because I messed up last time. Basically what I messed up with is I built 1 block off wrong, and I don't want to do that again. So I'm starting from this side, so that way I can't take the chance, because there's a whole bunch of clay and like gray concrete powder around here. So that's how it makes it so easy to mess up. And so you gotta be really careful. Alright, so up left diagonal from the clay blocks we have right here, we're going to go up 2, 1, 2 with clay blocks, and then 1 upright diagonal from the clay blocks. To the right of the clay blocks we place down here, we're going to place us 3 to the right, and we're going to do 2 layers of that, so 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to place us 2 clay blocks to the right of it, 1, 2, and then 1 to the right of the very top right. And then we're going to place us door right, 1, 2, 3, to the right of the clay blocks. We're going to place us up 3 clay blocks on the right on the top of the door right. 1, 2, 3. To the left of it, we're going to place us up 3 door right. 1, 2, 3. And then what we're going to do is we are going to build to the left of the clay block right here. 2 door right to left. 1, 2. And then do another layer 2 on top. 1, 2. And then what we're going to do is from the door right on the right, we're going to build all the way over to the left until we're on top of the door right on the far right, on the right of the one that the 2 layers that we just did right there. And we're just going to fill in this little section right here with door right. And then up left diagonal from the door right here, we are going to, oops, there we go, like this. We're going to make us 1 block and then go up 1 on top of it, and then do the same to the left of it. 1, 2, and then down left diagonal we're going to place us door right here like this, and then we're going to go 2 to the left with clay blocks, so 1, 2, and then place this door right 2 door right underneath the left block, so 1, 2, and then we're going to go 2 to the left at the very bottom, 1, 2, and then place this door right to the left of the one that we just did 2. We are then going to place this 2 clay blocks to the left of the one that we just went to left at. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we're going to go down here to the clay, and we're going to do another layer of 4. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 on top of clay, and then on top of, or to the far left of the clay we just did, we're going to place this 1, and then place us light gray concrete powder, then place us 3 clay blocks to the right of the light gray concrete powder. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go 2 on the far right, 1, 2, and that's from the right to the left. And then we're going to place us 2 to the left of the clay blocks we just did, so 1, 2, and then place us clay block to the left of the light gray concrete powder we just placed. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to, from the far left, place us up to clay blocks and go all the way over to the light gray concrete powder. Next thing we're going to do from here is we're going to go into from the clay block. So we're going to go from the far left, 1, 2, and then place us clay block all the way over to the diorite. Then what we're going to do here and down in this area is we're just going to fill this all in with clay and just continue to fill it in like this. And this way we're getting this entire area done like this, and that way I can make sure everything is correct going this way instead of going back, because what I was doing is a mixture of clay and light gray concrete powder, and the clay is a lot easier to build first because it doesn't fall and the light gray concrete powder does, but it's easy to mess up while building a lot of the same block. So that's why I'm trying to do it this way this time and go a bit, I guess, easier with it, a bit more gentle. I don't know exactly how to explain what I'm trying to do. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is underneath the clay where we did the diorite at, we're going to go one to the left of the clay block that we did place the diorite next to, and we're going to place us a clay block underneath there. Give me one quick second real quick. Alright, sorry about that. Hopefully just fast forward ahead because I had to quickly plug up my phone and someone had called me, so I was trying to see what they needed. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is go ahead and build from this clay block all the way over to the diorite, and just build all the way over to right here. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we're just going to fill in this little gap right here with clay, so we're going to go all the way through, and okay, just make sure my mic wasn't still muted because that would have been oof. Alright, to the left of the diorite right here, we're gonna go 3. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so that's 2 layers of 3 like that. And then what we're gonna do from there is we are going to place us let's see, so we're just going to fill up another layer of 3 right on top of it, and then we're going to go all the way over to the diorite from on top of this layer, so like this. And then we're going to go one in from the far right, and then just place us another layer all the way through. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to work on trying to get the rest of this clay situated so we can start filling in with light gray concrete powder, and that way we can have a chunk of this done and out the way. So we are going to go on top of where we had built up before, and we're going to do a layer of 3 clay on top. So 1, 2, 3 from the left going to the right. So we're going to go on top the left going to the right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do 4 again, so just place it on top. We're going to go to the left, and then we go 1 to the right, and then place a block on top, and then go 1 over the edge like this. From the far right, we're going to place us 3 to the left, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to place us light gray concrete powder to the left of the clay block, and then place us clay block to the left of the light gray concrete powder. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to build up 1 over the 2 that we did over here to the left. So we're just going to go like this, and then we're going to build over 2 to the left, 1, 2, and that should be diagonal from each other. And then we're going to make 1 up left diagonal from the block that we just placed, like that. Alright, so we are almost done with this section. We're going to go right here on top of light gray concrete powder and go all the way over. So it goes 1 over the edge, and then we're going to go in 1 row, one layer like this, or one row in. So like we're gonna go one over and build over like this. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm gonna go in one more right here on top, and then we're gonna build this row all the way over to where it would connect to door right. So one past the door right that we have right here, like this, and then we're gonna go down and fill in this gap right here, and then up one on top like this. Alright, so now I finally got the area that I kind of wanted to get before. We're basically now just going to build up to where it's one below this little point, or if you want, build up one to that point and then break down one. So like this, and then just break that, and then we're gonna place this light gray wool. And now what we're gonna do here is we can fill in this entire area right here, and we can also fill in this gap right here, including this little block up here, with light gray concrete powder. So that's what I'm gonna work on now. I'm just gonna carefully fill this in. And this way is a lot slower to do this way. I mean, we're gonna get it done either way, but the way I'm going right now is slower for the matter of to kind of not to make sure we don't mess up any. Alright, let me just check how we're doing on time. I really don't enjoy how I messed up on the first time, because it was a possibility of happening, but if it just sucks because I figured it out like as we were right at the end of the video, and that's what sucked about it, because I didn't have enough time to try to fix it. And even if I did, it was like basically everything that I had just done, so there was no point of just trying. It was better to just go ahead and start over and do it this way, so that way I wouldn't have a chance of messing up. This is a very hard part, so yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go back over to the right, and we are gonna go on top of the door right up to with clay 1 2, and then we're gonna take our door right and we're gonna place it 2 rows, the same rows, over to the clay right here. So 1 2 like this, and then we're gonna place us clay on top of the door right that we just placed on top over to right. We're then gonna go ahead and do clay like this, so 1 to the left of the top clay and then 1 on top of it, and then we're gonna place us door right over to the left of the door right to the left of clay blocks, and then we're gonna place our door right all the way over to this clay block right here, and then we're gonna go 2 past it, 1 2, and then place us 1 to the left of the clay block right there. Alright, next thing we're gonna do is we are going to okay, we're gonna go 3 so right here we have our little miniature staircase right here. We're gonna place us, we're gonna go 1 to the right and place us a clay block, and we're gonna go 3 to the right, so 1, so that's starting with this block, so we're gonna go 1 2 3, and then place this door right, and then we're just basically gonna place this clay block all the way back to the door right over there to the left. So we're gonna go all the way back down here, and then next thing we're gonna do from there is we're gonna build all the way back on top until we're on top of the door right, and then place us light gray concrete powder to the left of it, and then place us clay block on top, or to the left of the light gray concrete powder. Starting from on top of light gray concrete powder, we're gonna go all the way back over to the door right, and we're gonna stop let's stop right here before we, or actually let's break one more, and we're gonna go back 1, because the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna place this door right here, this up left diagonal from the other door right, and we're gonna go all the way down to where it's on top of the door right. We're then gonna go with our clay blocks, and we go 1 2 to the left, and then go 3 on or 2 on top of the left clay blocks, 1, 2. We're then going to build up the diorite to left of the clay blocks up to the same level as the clay blocks, and then we're going to grab us polished diorite, and we're going to place us polished diorite to left of the bottom of the diorite right here. So 1, 2, and then 1 up on the right, and then we're going to place us diorite on top of the right polished diorite, and then we're going to place up 3 on top of the diorite to left. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to place us up 3 to the left of the polished diorite. 1, 2, 3. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to place us, we're going to go in once more again and place this clay all the way back to the diorite, and then we're going to place us once more all the way back to the diorite clay blocks again. As you can see, we kind of created a kind of staircase there. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to do is to the left of the diorite right here, we're going to place those 3 diorite. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then on top of the one that we started off with, we're going to go 1, and then we're going to go 3 more past to the left of that 1. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're just going to do another row just on top of it like this. Next thing we're going to do till the very bottom right here, we're going to place those 3 clay blocks to the left, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. And on top of that, to the next layer, we're going to place it to there, and then we're going to place 2 more to the left, 1, 2. We're then going to do the same row exactly on top like this. And basically this area right here is going to have light gray concrete powder, so that's why we're doing it like this. We're then going to go back down to where we have the light gray concrete powder and the clay block on top of it. On top of upright diagonal from that clay block, we're going to make us another clay block like this, and then place 1 to the right. We're going to go back to the far left, and then we're going to place us over 4. So we're going to go 1, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. In the middle, we're going to go 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to go let's see, I'm trying to see what we should do next and try to figure it out, because I'm trying to decide what's the best direction to go for them. And I just realized I don't even have the sun in like the normal area I have it in. Oof, I forgot to move it back. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to take us our clay block, and we're going to place a clay block to right the diorite at the very top right here, or a block above the polished diorite. We're then going to place us 3 clay blocks to left of the diorite right here. This to the left of the clay block. So 1, 2, 3 like this, and then 1 to the right on top of that diorite, and then 1 to the left at the very top right here. Alright, and then we're going to go one past the diorite that we have right there. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to place us 1 up on the far left, and then 1 over to right of it. Then we're going to place us clay blocks 2 to the right of it, of the top diorite. And then we're going to place us 2 more on top of the diorite we have at the very top right here. Then we're going to place us 1 over the clay blocks right here. And then to the left of it, we're going to place us 1 to the left of the clay blocks. And then we're going to build up again. We're going to go 1 over once more. And then this time we're going to place us diorite to the left of the clay blocks. We're then going to place us a clay block on top of the diorite, and then 1 to the left. Underneath the diorite, we're going to place us 3 clay blocks down, 1, 2, 3. And we are going to go 1 past that on the next row to the left, like this. On the next row, what we're going to do is we are going to go one up again, but this time we're going to do the same thing and go 2. On the second one to the left, on the far left, we're going to go 3 more underneath, 1, 2, 3 with clay blocks, and we're going to just on the row to the right of it, we are going to go down to the same, and then we're going to go down 2 more. So 1, 2, and then 1 to the left, 1. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take us a different block, just like white concrete or anything, and then place this clay block, break that block that we had placed, a random block, and then place us 1 to the left of the clay block and place us 1 on top of it. We're then going to take us light gray concrete powder on top of the right of the clay right here. We're going to build us 2 light gray concrete up, 1, 2, and then place us 2 clay on top, 1, 2. Alright. So the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to take our light gray concrete powder and we're going to fill in this entire gap. So do it like this. And we're just kind of filling this all in like this. Alright, so on this part we are gonna fill up all the way up to the clay block right here. Alright, next thing we're gonna do is we are going to go we're going to go over here to the left and we're going to place us a clay block on top of the diorite. We're going to place us another one on top of the polished diorite. And then we are going to go up. We're going to go over to the left on top of the birchwood log. We're going to go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the left, to back to right on top of the polished diorite. We're going to build up to the same level. To the right of that, we're going to go down 3. 1, 2, 3 from the very top. And then we're going to go on top of that 3, place us 1 and then 1 to the right. We're then going to go to the very right of that block, place us 1 and place us another 1 to the right. On the very far right of that block, we're going to place us 3 clay blocks going to the left, and then on top of the far left, we're going to go 1, 2 to the left like this. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to build up on top of the diorite. On top of the diorite, we're going to go up 2, or we're going to build up to where it's even, and then we're going to go up 2 on top of that, 1, 2, and then 1 to the right. And then we're going to go up 4 on top of polished diorite to left, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 to the left on top of polished diorite. Alright, so I think this is going to be a good stopping point. I understand that you know, we didn't get as much done or it completely finished, but my plan is to hopefully get all of this done in the next few videos. It should hopefully wouldn't take long. We basically made a lot of progress in the video that I had made that I messed up on. It was just one single block off, and I really don't like that I didn't catch that. So I do apologize about that. I hope you guys are enjoying the tutorials. If you are, make sure to like and subscribe and to turn on notifications so that way you never miss a X pixel art. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.